These are course objectives: to provide basic knowledge about interaction between road surface condition and vehicle, load distribution, road construction, analysis of stress distribution, evaluation and maintenance, and design of flexible and rigid pavement. Here in current subject, first of all, we will focus on the interaction between road surface condition and accident risk, our road surface condition and safety of your vehicle, because you know that the road surface condition is directly linked with the safety of your vehicle. For example, the frictional force or skid resistance which exists on the road surface basically assures the safety of your vehicle, and the skid resistance on road surface is the only thing which stabilizes the motion of your car, and that basically lets you play with your car during journey. And for example, you might have observed that when there is oil content or mud or ice on the road surface, then basically there is no skid resistance, because the frictional force or skid resistance basically produced due to the friction which basically exists on the tire and road surface. But when the tire and road come in contact with each other, the friction becomes the source of frictional force, and then the frictional force basically stabilizes the motion of your car and enables you to let even to play with your car during motion. But as I told you that when there is oil content or mud or ice, particularly during snowfall on the road surface, then you feel unstable. You will be having the same car, same road, and even same driver, but you will not be able to play with your car. It's because there is no contact anymore between tire and road, just because of the existence of thin film of ice or snow or mud or oil content. So in this course we will study that how the road surface condition is linked with the safety of the vehicle. The next thing which we will need to study is load distribution. In order to study that, that whenever a load is subjected, whenever a road is subjected to loading or wheel load, then we need to study that how load is distributed in the pavement structure. We will also have to study that how the stresses on the surface of subgrade can be reduced, or how to distribute load to a larger area in order to avoid any kind of failure or settlement of the subgrade. We also have to study various construction method or construction strategies of the flexible and rigid pavement. Analysis of stress distribution. When a pavement is subjected to loading, various type of stresses are induced in pavement structure, and then we need to calculate various type of stresses, which may be tensile stress, compressive stress, or maybe horizontal stress. So you will be given basic knowledge how to calculate these stresses and used for design. Evaluation and maintenance. Then we have to study that how can a pavement be evaluated in order to decide that whether maintenance or rehabilitation is required. Various type of tools used to evaluate a pavement structure, like falling weight deflectometer, Dynaflect, road rater, dynamic cone penetrometer, and Binkelman beam will also be targeted in current semester. We will also study the design of flexible and rigid pavements, by using various methods like AASHTO method, Asphalt Institute method, and even Marshall method of design. Marshall method of mixed design will also be targeted and will be taught to the students of 7th semester. And that's why I have told you in advance that the current subject is totally linked with the industry. And I have told you, in mid session to the students that attention and presence of the students is very essential in order to learn the current subject and then try to put this knowledge into meaningful actions for the betterment of society. So hopefully all of you will be present and will be in time during mid session. These are recommended books, and these books have been recommended if you want to get in-depth knowledge of the current subject. Then you have been referred to the current subject, so that, for example, if you want to get in-depth knowledge or want to study much about the current subject, then you need to study these books yourself. So in today's topic we are planning to study about the road intersections. So the intersections, also commonly known as crossroad, is any place where two or more than two roads intersect or meet each other. It may be at the same grade or a different grade. I mean, maybe at same height or a different height. Intersection may be signalized or non-signalized, may or may not have a roundabout. The efficiency of an intersection is determined on the basis of how well an intersection accommodates the demand of all road users. It is very important to discuss that the performance of a signalized intersection is directly judged on the basis of its signal timings. Or various features of the same intersection have already been enlisted, like an intersection is the area shared by the joining or crossing of two or more roads. It is also a point of large number of major conflicts beside a point of decision. These conflicts may be due to the crossing maneuvers of a vehicle moving in different direction. Road intersections are broadly classified into two categories, like grade separated intersection and intersection at the same grade or at grade intersection. Now we will be talking about the grade separated intersection. These are basically intersection a different grade or grade separated intersection. These are basically intersection where the two roads basically meet a different grade, or where the two road basically crosses each other at different grade, and usually some small roads called the ramps are usually provided at the side, connecting both the facilities, just in order to transfer traffic from one facility to another facility. Or an intersection is in its grade junction where two or more roads or streets meet or cross at same level. They are classified as unchannelized intersection, Generalized Intersection and Rotary Intersection. So first of all, we will talk about the unchannelized intersection. The unchannelized intersection so first of all, I'll talk about channelized intersection. These are those intersections where the vehicle approaching end intersection are directed to definite paths by island, marking, etc., etc. And this method of control is called channelization. But if no channelization is provided, the driver will have less tendency to reduce the speed while entering the intersection from the carriageway. Actually, these are channelized intersection. And these intersections are usually provided with barriers. Here you can see that these intersections have been provided with barriers in the form of separators or dividers, due to which the drivers are basically not allowed to use any part of the intersection. Specific area for the drivers have been reserved, and the drivers cannot move to other side because of these barriers which have been provided. Actually, channels have been provided by using these barriers. Now, unchannelized intersection. Unchannelized intersection, actually these are a type of intersection where there is no channelization. Actually, barriers are in the form of separators or dividers are not provided in the intersection. Here you can see that there are no separators. There are no separators at the intersection, just like the channelized intersection. In channelized intersection, you might have seen that channels have been made just by providing barriers or separators or dividers, due to which the drivers are not allowed to use any part of the intersection. But here, in this case, you can see that there are no channelization because barriers have not been barriers in the form of divider or separator have not been used, due to which the drivers are basically allowed. The driver basically violates the law and thus try to use any part of the intersection, and sometimes this habit may become a major cause of accidents, and that's why these unchannelized intersections are the main sources of traffic accidents. Channelized intersections are much better as compared to the unchannelized intersection to reduce traffic accidents. Rotary intersection. The rotary intersections of road is also called as traffic rotary, which is nothing but enlarged intersection of road where vehicle cross road or change their direction without stopping. All vehicles coming from different road move in single direction around the central island and diverges into required exit. Here you can see a central island and around central island, around which a roundabout a rotary intersection has been provided, which allow only clockwise movement to the vehicle. The vehicle has to move in clockwise direction until and unless it reach its destination. For example, if a vehicle or driver want to come in this path, then and currently he is here, then he has to enter this roundabout to move in clockwise direction, and will reach its destination to this place. So no vehicle is allowed to move in anti-clockwise direction. All the vehicle have to move only in clockwise direction until the vehicle reach its destination. And this type of intersection called the rotary intersection is very effective in transportation systems to reduce traffic accidents. These are grade separated intersections. These are the intersection at which the vehicle cross at different levels. Here I have already told you that the vehicles are different facilities basically cross each other at different heights, at different levels, and usually the small roads, also called the ramps, are provided just to link various facilities, particularly to transfer traffic from one facility to another. They cause less hazard and delay than grade intersection. The objective of this is to eliminate all grade crossing conflict and to accommodate other intersecting maneuvers by merging, diverging, and weaving at low relative speed. It increases the capacity of road and reduces the congestion. Because there is only one-way traffic, so there is no congestion or traffic jamming, because the traffic moves only in one direction. Underpass. It is an underground passageway completely enclosed except at the opening, commonly at each end. A tunnel may be for foot or vehicular road traffic, for rail traffic. Here you can see an underpass. Overpass, it is also known as flyover, is a bridge, road, railway, or similar structure that crosses over another road or railway. A pedestrian overpass allows pedestrian safe crossing over busy road without impacting traffic. And railway overpasses are used to replace at-grade crossing as a safer alternative. Here you can see this is basically overpass where both the facilities, one exists above and the other beneath, both basically crosses each other but at different levels. So thank you very much, and we will be studying all these types of intersection in much detail during